The name of the project is Te Ahi Tupua, and it's designed to go in the Hemel Gorge roundabout, and right in the centre of the roundabout. And then as part of the roundabout redevelopment, there was a budget put aside to enhance that with a sculptural, with a work of art. And so that's when, at that point in time, NZTA partnered with Rotorua Lakes Council, and then they put their funding together, and then the call went out for submissions of a design of what that sculpture could look like. Tupua laid down the kaupapa of that it should reflect the geothermal features of the region. It should reflect the tribal narrative around that. He asked that it could include things like toi oho mai, NZMACI, so the education component, the business component, or the various industries and business of the region, other things to consider, tourism aspects. And so it's quite a broad, concept kaupapa that was laid down at that initial starting point. And so from there we thrashed around ideas. I think we all together came up with we like the concept of the vortex sort of concept, reflecting that sort of geothermal. For me, as part of that, I remember talking to one of the guides, and he said at one point in time a camera crew came and put a camera down Pohutu, and they watched the geothermal venting, and as it came up in a vortex. And so that for me was the initial, the vortex theme that I carried through, at which point then I led the project of the design element. So then I had my initial concepts, and then from that point we had to digitise those things, and that's when the partnership started with Professor Derek Kawati from Victoria University. So he came on board and he interpreted my drawings. Basically it was just drawings on a pad, and then he interpreted them, CAD'd them, and then put them into a format, computerised format, so then it could go out to potential contractors. And then Kilwell came to council and said, we want to build it, and that's where they came on board. And then at that point it moved from being in stainless steel and metal to they had the concept of they wanted to invest in 3D printers. They wanted to 3D print the sculpture. And so there was a big shift in materials really from the metal to the 3D printing, and then wrapping that in carbon fibre. And that for me was it was really unexpected, but it was a good turn of events for various reasons. One being that it was going to be made locally in town, which is awesome, Another big plus for that for me was that it was moving into really new innovative material spaces, particularly for our toi Māori. That innovation was really quite important to the overall project and the concepts behind the projects. I was saying that our Māori art can really translate into these new spaces, these new innovative spaces, but it's something not new to us as Māori or as Māori practitioners, toi Māori practitioners. It's really a continuum of what we've always done, and I can't say enough about Derek's input into the project itself, of how he really got my designs on paper and how he translated them. He had it was really a co-design really in my mind, working with him. And I guess that leads on to those other things. It really has been, it's not me, it's really has been many people have had a hand in this.